Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of The Digital Investor. We got quite a bit to go over today. One of those is Ripple executive confirms XRP remittance platform is live in Europe, with additional corridors in Asia likely ready this year. We also have big things out of Cardano. It's got an 11% price surge, and it's actually still surging. It's over, when that article is written, it's now at over 11 cents, 11 and a half cents. So Cardano is just on an absolute rip. Same thing with Chainlink. Chainlink price hit a new all-time high. It's at about 560. This article questions whether or not Tezos is going to follow. We also have economists warning of a 1929-like second leg down. Will Bitcoin follow? And Tim Draper also came out and said he has a lot of other cryptocurrencies apart from just Bitcoin. So we'll look into what other cryptos Tim Draper actually owns. And big news out of Binance. Binance acquires Swipe, boosting its plans for a crypto debit card. And the plans that they have for this are honestly pretty exciting. It looks like they really want to get new people into crypto. And this will allow you to spend your crypto and instantly give the merchant fiat. So the merchant doesn't have to worry about switching back into fiat or what they're getting. You could spend like over 30 different types of cryptocurrencies, and your merchant will just get whatever fiat you choose, or US dollars, or whatever it is. We'll read into the article. But with that said, we'll go through all this news. We'll start off here with the Ripple news. If you guys could like the video for me, that'd be much appreciated. I appreciate any support you choose to give to the channel. Liking the video does help it get it more out there. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. So thank you. And with that said, Ripple Vice President of Customer Success, Marcus Treacher, says the real-time payment startup is working on expanding its ODL platform to service more corridors this year. Treacher talks about what the future holds for Ripple and confirms the XRP-powered payment system is live in Europe. He says, we have established ODL corridors in Mexico, Philippines, Australia, and Europe, and we're hoping to further this expansion by opening corridors to APAC and EMEA this year. Users that track potential ODL transfers have reported a high volume from Euro to US dollar transactions this week. The Euro to USD pair is currently one of the largest ODL corridors with a daily volume of 1,062,000 at the time of writing, according to the ODL Tracker utility scan. Last month, Ripple's global head of banking, Marjan Delatine, I hope I'm saying that right, revealed that the company is also looking to launch ODL in Brazil. She says, we extend these services now to more and more corridors, typically exotic corridors with lots of challenges like the Philippines and very soon within Brazil. So guys, the corridors are opening up, and they're using the XRP payment system. So things do look like they're going the right way. We're still walking down the narrow path, and slowly but surely, it looks like Ripple is building and building and building. With that said, Cardano is also building and building and building, not only in partnerships and good news, but also in price, which is something that XRP is not going forward in. I think XRP is up like a cent. Definitely it's not experiencing the games that things like Cardano and Chainlink are. So Cardano, ADA, the cryptocurrency behind the blockchain 3.0 project of the same name, has surged more than 11% over the past 24 hours. With a market cap of $2.8 billion, the token is now in 7th place on leading coin tracking website CoinMarketCap, and it's also trumped Litecoin. So as we can see, Cardano has flipped Litecoin for the number 7 spot. And I guess we'll see the next one that it needs to flip is Bitcoin SV, but it needs to add about another billion to its market cap to do that. So those who thought that Cardano's price rally in early June was just a flash in the pan turned out to be dead wrong. ADA is now up 22% since reaching its local peak of 9 cents on June 4th, which was followed by a short-term correction. What is more, the high-flying token has surged an eye-popping 545% since its yearly low of 17 cents, which was touched on March of 13. Cardano has totally eclipsed seesawing Bitcoin over the past month, with the ADA BTC pair rising close to 30%. So this is from Crypto Mick NL. It says 88 Cardano, onwards we go. Broke through the resistance block like it's nothing. Next zone 12 to 1215 sats. After that 1330 to 1375 stats. Says he's still looking at 900 sat possibility for a dip. So guys, if you guys have been holding Cardano, congratulations. You guys are in some pretty decent gains. Even VeChain, Cardano, VeChain, and now Chainlink. Those are the big winners this week. If you guys like daily cryptocurrency news covering Bitcoin, altcoins, and just everything that's mainly going on in the crypto space, make sure you subscribe to the channel where I keep you up to date with a daily video covering just that. Make sure you guys like the video if you're enjoying it. So Chainlink price hits a new all-time high. Altcoins have been taking the spotlight as massive surges are seen across the board. Some have been making 1,000% moves or more as Lend, Zill, for example. Others are slowly waking up out of the ashes, and some are printing new all-time highs. One of those recent all-time highs is Link. As Link's price broke above $5 for the first time ever, once Chainlink moves, Tezos follows. Will it be their same this time? So as the chart is showing, the price of Chainlink broke the previous all-time high and resistance level with a massive candle. Before the breakout, a support resistance flip of the 460 level occurred, through which confirmation of support was found. This flip caused continuation in an immediate surge of the price towards 570. The price of Link has been showing strength since the crash in March, as the price continuously made higher lows and higher highs. These movements mark a significant uptrend which led to the recent price jump. The new high of 570 is a new all-time high for Chainlink, which means that Chainlink is in a new price discovery phase, and Fibonacci can be a useful tool for assets and price discovery. And they kind of just go on to, maybe try to get some price targets. They say $7 is a potential target for Link. I'm not going to go too much into it, because we really don't know where it's going in the short term. Might continue going up, might retrace back down. We really don't know, but it is very amazing to see Link breaking an all-time high, possibly get some new price discovery here. Let's see if we consolidate above the all-time high. That's what I'm mainly looking for. I would love to see some bullish consolidation above the all-time high, start building up some newfound support. I think that would just really add to the bullish case, the bullish scenario for Chainlink that we're going to continue climbing throughout the coming years. So let's check out some prices. Bitcoin today is at 92.70. XRP is at 18 cents. Ethereum at 239. Bitcoin Cash at 238. Cardano at almost 11.5 cents. It flipped Litecoin. Litecoin's at 43. Chainlink is right now at 563 with Tezos at 257. So Tezos up 7%. Let's see if it continues following. Stellar's up a little bit. It's at 7 cents. And VeChain is up over 1.5 cents, 0.016 cents. Our fear and greed for today is at 43, up 3 points from yesterday. With everything going up, I would expect it to continue to climb. And let's get into this, guys. So economist warns of 1929's like second leg down, and he's wondering if Bitcoin will follow. So the current economic contraction is the worst in years. The jobless claims have already surpassed that of the Great Recession, and the Fed has already printed far more money this time around in an effort to keep a larger crash at bay. Trillions in stimulus money have helped the stock market from a sharp V-shaped recovery. Most major stock indices are trading near all-time highs. Single tech stocks set new records this week. Surprisingly, the stock market appears to have easily shaken off any impact stemming from the pandemic. But what happens then if the rug is soon pulled and a 1929-esque second leg down happens and puts an end to the recovery? Not only could any recovered losses be erased, but a deeper, more devastating drop could also be next. Stocks are behaving very much like that in 1929, where there is absolute conviction that the virus will be under control and that massive monetary and fiscal stimuli will reinvigorate the economy, he fears. Sorry guys, took a little bit to roll that off my tongue. In 1929, an initial V-shaped recovery was short-lived and led to a second leg down eventually. So this is the 1929 monthly chart, and basically we hit our all-time high. We had our first leg down, dead cat bounce, and then boom. So possibly, is that what we're looking at here? We had the first wave of coronavirus. If we look at this chart, we're basically right here now where this V is. We had a coronavirus, we dropped down, and we've started our V-shaped rally. So now we're basically waiting, our global tension is going to rise. Is uncertainty going to re-enter the market and we go for our second massive leg down? Or was this just a correction and we're going to continue another 10-year bull market? We really don't know, but what we do know is that we are overdue for a stock market pullback. So this might have been the pullback we gotten, but if this whole world scenario is much more than it seems to be, this could be something that may happen. And, a lot of people get mad when you say that. A lot of people get mad when you bring up the bearish side. But you have to look at the bearish side as, it's a possibility. And you can't just completely take it out of the scenario. You got to be prepared for it. Because if you don't prepare for it and you don't entertain the idea at all, then when it happens, you're probably going to panic sell. You're going to be wrecked. You're going to be depressed. You're not going to know what to do. It's a bad spot to be in. It's better to prepare for the worst and hope for the best, in my opinion. So Schilling says that the pandemic is the most disruptive financial and social event since World War II and will have similar long-lasting effects. If that's the case, the market isn't currently reflecting in sentiment. Some analysts are expecting a new bull market and new highs, which can make another drop all the more devastating if it takes the world by surprise as Black Thursday did last March. I gotta be honest, guys. I kind of lean towards the bearish side a little bit here, at least with the stock market, because I just I don't see how we're going to enter a new bull market and make new all-time highs. Things were already so bad as it was. We were already in a bubble. People were already in trouble. Now we have even more unemployment. We have people who are, getting government assistance. What happens when that government assistance stops? Where are these jobs going to come back to? Where's the new jobs going to come from? Are these just going to be, more minimum wage jobs? Or are these going to be new higher paying jobs that come out? People were already living on credit card debt and everything else. And I just don't see how we can enter a new bull market without pulling back, unless the only thing I can think of is if, money printer go burr and then the Fed just prints up so much money. But even then, that's going to be short-lived. It's not organic. It's not natural. It will eventually fall. Looking back at the second leg down, Schilling warns about a similar V-shaped recovery formed on the S&P 5. This gave investors hope that the carnage was over, but had truly only just begun. Schilling warns of another potential 40% collapse in the stock market. If this happens, it could take the S&P 500 down to around the $2,000 level. Now, as far as targets, guys, like calling for a $2,000 level, I don't agree or disagree with any of that. I'm not smart enough to really, try to sit here and pull up price targets. But this is just what this particular analyst says is 2,000. I don't agree nor disagree. I have no clue I have no clue what could happen. The continued correlation between the stock market and Bitcoin could be disastrous for the crypto struggling to break out into a bull market. If the asset experienced a second leg down lower than Black Thursday's low of 3,800, it could lead to a greater bear market lower low. Lower than the Black Thursday bottom at 3,800 would make Bitcoin's 2018 base a logical target. Losing that level could cause extreme panic in the crypto market. However, and here's when the news kind of gets a little better, guys, Bitcoin is at an impasse and could be ready to embark on a new bull market. Although the asset has been following the stock market, it shares more attributes with gold, which is experiencing a strong uptrend currently. If Bitcoin can break out from downtrend resistance and break free from the dangerous stock market correlation, any second leg down in stocks could send BTC skyrocketing instead, which is what I think will happen, guys. I think even if Bitcoin did take out this lower low, even if Bitcoin did take out this macro lower low, and let's say we hit all the way down to $1,000, which I'm not saying that that's going to happen. And in fact, I think hitting $1,000 on Bitcoin is extremely unlikely. I don't think it's very probable. Is it possible? Absolutely. But very probable, no. I think it's more probable that we'd go up and hit 15, 16,000 than going down to hitting 1,000. But if we did knock out that lower low and hit 1,000, I would probably actually be bullish, because I don't think Bitcoin would continue to correlate with the stock market much longer. I think a $1,000 Bitcoin would get a lot of new money into the space, and especially the gains that would come after that. Because once Bitcoin hits 1,000, the big players and the big whales are going to eat that price up. And that for Bitcoin just getting to back from 1,000 to 5,000, well, now that's a lot of percentage gain. That would garner a lot of attention, which could bring new money back in. Because the lower Bitcoin is, then when it's really pushed back up to 10,000, 1,000 to 10,000, it's like almost a 10x. So I think it would be bullish overall long term. Even if it didn't, it might just come down. Maybe we could double bottom on this lower leg here, but Either way, long term, I am bullish on Bitcoin. I think overall we eventually will decorrelate from the stock market, but as of right now, we are correlated, and new money has to enter the space before we can uncorrelate, in my opinion. So Tim Draper, let's see what other cryptos he owns. So Tim Draper said he had a lot of other cryptocurrencies aside from just Bitcoin. This is the reason why the billionaire is surprisingly up during the lockdown, but he doesn't reveal how much crypto his stash is worth. He says, when I played Monopoly, I never showed anybody how much money I had, so that you're not going to get an up or down. Draper, echoing many other Bitcoin proponents, is convinced that the US dollar will come crashing down. The Federal Reserve printing $9 trillion, according to Draper, is undermining people's confidence in greenbacks and driving them to Bitcoin. He says there are only 21 million of them, and they are going to be more and more valuable as you see governments have less and less. While he believes Bitcoin will have the largest market cap, he also says Bitcoin Cash, its biggest fork, claiming that some bright people were working on it during the December 2019 interview. So he holds some Bitcoin Cash. The venture capitalist also started Ethereum in 2016, but he voiced his concerns about the altcoin's issuance rate last year. That's the part I don't like, he says, the concentration there. The whole point is to be decentralized. You want a fixed number, which is also an issue that I see Ethereum having that not many people know about, but there is no fixed rate supply of Ethereum. From how I understand it, they can create more Ethereum, or there's some type of process to put new Ethereum into the market. I don't know exactly how it works, so I don't want to give out false information, but basically the fact is that Ethereum, it does not have a fixed rate supply. New Ethereum could be issued. So Draper, an early investor in Skype and Tesla, also predicted that the price of Bitcoin would reach 10,000 in 2014, and now he expects Bitcoin to hit 250,000 by 2023. He claims he has a pretty good view of what's going to happen in the next 15 years because he spent a lot of time interviewing entrepreneurs, and they're all telling him where the future is going to look like. Draper expects that we are going to live decentralized. The world governments have to compete for their own people. Imagine that, in a decentralized world and governments compete for their own people. I don't know about all that. That sounds like wishful thinking, but I'll tell you what, if it does happen, I think the world would be a lot better than it is now. That's for sure. But this kind of sounds like a bit of a dream at this point where we currently are in the world. So Binance acquires Swipe, boosting its plans for a crypto debit card. Binance completed the acquisition of Swipe, a multi-asset digital wallet and Visa debit card platform that allows users to pay with crypto in stores around the world. It announced today the two companies will work together to further mainstream adoption of cryptos by bridging the gap between fiat and digital assets, notably payments and purchases in cryptocurrency through traditional financial systems, said the press release. Binance CEO, also known as CZ, unveiled his platform's plans to launch the Binance Card, a Visa debit card that will allow using crypto to purchase goods and services from merchants that don't usually use digital assets. But Zhao admitted at the time that Binance was having difficulties implementing the new card, something Swipe should help fix. So they wanted to launch a Binance card, but like he just said, merchants don't really want to dabble in digital assets. So they're partnering up with Swipe, and basically the reason why is to achieve our mission of making crypto more accessible to the masses. Off-ramps are a key component as well, by giving users the ability to convert and spend crypto directly and have merchants still seamlessly accept fiat. This will make the crypto experience much better for everyone, said the CEO of Binance. In a tweet, he says payments are an obvious use case for crypto, yet adoption is slow. With only 0.1% of people having crypto, merchants have no incentive to accept it. And with few merchants accepting it, less users use it for payments. A chicken and egg problem, 1 out of 2. So I would agree, guys. I've never spent my crypto at a store because most stores simply don't accept it. If they did accept it, me personally, I probably wouldn't spend my crypto. I'd rather spend some worthless US dollars. But, the masses, the most people, they're going to have some Bitcoin. They're going to be up on their Bitcoin, and they're going to spend their Bitcoin, not really realizing the value that they're actually giving, how much long-term value they're actually giving away. When people start using Bitcoin to buy Nikes or to buy, consumer goods, just know that's when you should be holding on tight. Very, very tight. Swipe converts cryptos into fiat money like US dollars at the point of purchase. This way, users can pay for something with crypto, for example, while a merchant will receive fiat on their end. The Swipe platform currently supports a wide range of digital assets that enable them to remain in their native form until a point of sale or transaction occurs. The digital asset is then converted to fiat currencies passed through the Visa payment rails, making cryptos instantly spendable in more than 50 million locations around the world. As an added bonus, users will be able to get 4% cash back in Bitcoin on their purchases made with Swipe's card. So get that, guys. 4% cash back. That's more than my credit card pays. Currently, Swipe allows for transactions in euros, British pounds, dollars, Korean won, and Philippine pesos, with plans to launch in regions throughout Asia and North America soon. Swipe's goal is to further synchronize crypto with fiat currency-based transactions, said the Swipe CEO. He says partnering with Binance will place Swipe in the position to make cryptocurrencies more accessible for millions of users worldwide. If anyone wants to spend them, that is. Exactly my point, guys. If anyone wants to spend them, which I'm pretty sure most people will want to spend them. Most people, the noobs who get in after Bitcoin's already reached their all-time high, and they kind of get early, they get lucky, they don't really know what they're doing. A lot of people will make a little bit of short-term money with Bitcoin, and they're probably just gonna end up spending it when they're up. I think the people who are here now, like if you're watching this video, you probably understand more about Bitcoin, you understand more about cryptocurrencies because you're doing your research now. Whereas the people who are going to be coming in after Bitcoin's above 20K, they're not really going to be doing deep diving research. They're more so just going to be hearing about this. They're thinking it's going to be up and it's going to be a lot of FOMO, right? They're not going to want to miss out on this next big thing, but they're not going to be coming in and doing like extreme research and really realizing what it is that they hold. They'll probably realize what it is that they hold after the market tops out and we have we have our blow off top and the whole cycle repeats, and then people start really looking into what exactly is it that they're holding and how it's revolutionizing the world, and they set up better trading plans in the future. With all that said, guys, I hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you drop it a like, and hey, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you get updated every single day when I release a video just like this. Hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I'll see you all on the next video.